Afternoon, folks. It's almost practically 4 o'clock, isn't it? It's October 1st, 2020. It's a Thursday. October 1st, 2020. I think I just said that already. Slipped my wife with you. I love coffee, especially when I need it the most. I have to confess something that's not that easy to talk about. I tried to get a video out there and I couldn't do it. I can hunt through my other videos if I've already got them or not. See if I can still do this or not. But there's a lot of talk about depression. There's a lot of talk about how depressions are handled, what people go through, and how they deal with, I know, the COVID-19, but my kind of depression is dealing with grief. It's not that easy talking about it in the first place, or even looking at you eye to eye at this point over here, let alone my own damn image on the screen. Because I have to be completely honest about it, and damn it, it's hard as hell when I have to do that. I have to do that because next life might be depending upon it. I know you're feeling like shit sometimes, especially when you're all alone and you're crying your eyeballs out. The pain inside is too damn much and you don't even know what to do about it. You know, there's no synopsis, no thesis statements, no essays about this damn shit. It's something you have to keep walking through, and it's hard as hell. A lot of people say you don't have to walk it alone, and they're right about that. Especially when you keep reaching out and trying to get someone just to listen to you for a change. But it's not that easy going through this damn grief. It could be losing a lot of, or just even one special person in your life. Even if you've gone through many losses in your life, it still doesn't get any better. Sometimes it compounds. And it's almost just as bad as you can deal with. We're supposed to compartmentalize it somehow in our heads. We're supposed to try to make nice and make peace with the damn thing. But I'll tell you one thing, you can't. There's no way in hell for me to do even that shit. Because it's not the easiest damn thing for me to talk about these days. I have experienced loss. I have experienced a hell of a lot of grief in my family. I've lost family members. Growing up as a kid, you look at your family tree and you see them dying off one by one, your favorite aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews, and then it gets down to the core. They say the hardest damn thing is when you lose a child, and I haven't had that experience. No, but I've lost a brother very close to me, and I've lost a mother. Years ago, I've lost family and friends that are just as close to me as my own mother and brother. And I've lost a family in the process. You know, life goes on, and you're supposed to grieve and laugh about the damn shit in the first place. It's not all that easy. You know, I had seen a movie a long time ago, back in the 80s, like really nice. Steel Magnolias. Wonderful film. You're a young kid and you're watching this damn thing and you don't even have any context except some of it by losing your family. You have Sally Fields losing her mother, actually losing her daughter. The end of it. It's a long process. Long process of getting to know the families and people around it. It made this huge family tree of sorts. And then Julia Roberts passes away and plays Sally Fields' daughter nearly at the end and tears your ass apart. And you see the funeral and she can't deal with it. She's freaking out like crazy. And the memorial and the reception is just as bad. And next thing you see is maybe weeks or months later, they're laughing about it, or to see a kid growing up, maybe it taking about a year or two. But you see how life goes on. And you're laughing and you're laughing, having a good time. Life goes on. Ha ha ha. I hate to tell you something, but sometimes it just doesn't work that way. It just doesn't work that way because I've come across people I knew. I've also come across people I've read about. I know you probably have too. That has taken their lives because of the extreme grief that they've felt, the loss that they cannot even comprehend or deal with, and the fear and terror that still lies in their heart of how do you live without your special loved one, regardless of what manner or ranking they are in the family tree. It doesn't matter. I mean, if you got that strong enough feeling for them, and it's hard as hell to deal with it. And upon seeing Steel Magnolias decades later, I'm like, how the hell can I deal with this bullshit? Guess the end, I can't laugh about it. Still. I lost my brother back in February 9th or February 8th, 2018. My mother. No. This is what happens when I get my memory and my grief so damn screwed up, I can't even think of straight these days. I can't focus on what the hell I need. And it's the hardest damn thing for me to try to go through because I can't even focus on this damn shit. And that pisses me off. September 8th, 2018 was my brother, David Worth Shaw. February 19th, Ellen Ray Shaw. People called her Mary Ann. I carry the images on my phone. My big brother and I have been with each other since, he's 8 years older than I am. And I had seen him as my guardian, my protector, my mentor, sometimes my tormentor, but that's a big brother for you. He goes in the Navy, does his job, come out, he's emotionally screwed up. And somehow in the process he has to be an alcoholic and a drug user. And it causes a lot of grief down the road that we had to kick his ass out. He comes back battered, beaten, broken, walking skeleton. And then for 32, 33 years, he's getting himself clean and sober. It was hell seeing him go through his problems. And not a damn thing I could do about it. Except feel sorry for the bastard and hate his ass at the same time. What has happened to my brother? I don't even recognize him anymore. I had to kick his ass out in 85. A few months later, somewhere in there, he comes back. My mother, prior to that, trying to get rid of weight. She's in a 12-step program. And she meets people that are near and dear to her, that have become like the closest members of family I ever had. And seeing my brother get recovered while I'm going crazy is the hardest damn thing. I watched his back, he watched mine for a hell of a long while. And I still kept the social distance from him because I didn't know what to think about him. He gets his first year of sobriety in 1986. September 19th. And I couldn't even say I loved him back. I couldn't. Because I didn't know how to love him. I knew how to save his ass, watch his ass all the damn time, make sure he didn't screw up. But we had to reforge our relationship. We moved out here in the Antelope Valley in 2005. We found other meetings, and I was like vast and something else that I don't even describe what the hell it was. Dragged my ass to the AA meetings because I thought it might help me. I damn near lose my mind, almost killed people in the process of a job I was working at for several years. Came damn close. Takes me over to the AA meeting. I have alcoholics telling me that I've got everything that they say that the book of Alcoholics Anonymous has got. I deny it, but I've been through so many damn meetings. I kept denying a hell of a lot of things, including how to be honest. And that still has to be worked on. David seen me growing in the program, trying to stay sober. He had his own sponsor, I had mine. We had grown tight. Our mother's health grew sicker. We were caregivers for the last several years of her life, 24/7 at times. We damn near wanted a drink during that time. I didn't know how to deal with it. Mom passes away before my eyes and I couldn't even deal with the shit. She was slowly sinking. There was no fucking way to deal with it. Going to fucking meetings. I was threatening to destroy the damn places. Because I was so damn scared, so damn much in pain, and so much in deep grief before my mother passes away. By the time she does pass away, it's like, what the hell happened? My brother and I struggled for about a year or two. We ended up in a place, I call it the armpit of Antelope Valley, next to Edwards Air Force Base. We had one home we got kicked out of it. Almost about a month living on donations from people. Charity of Salvation Army and our veterans group till we found an apartment complex through the same veterans group. Met a few decent people over here. He's starting to get sick. His diabetes is kicking in. Five years after getting in this place, he gets a stroke. And it's hard as hell to deal with that shit. It didn't hit him instantaneously, like saying, you really got slurred speech, or you got problems with your limbs, or you can't walk. No. It affects different portions of the brain where communications was being affected, and then his mobility and his way of thinking. Diabetes. Same time he was being drained dry by a damn vampire he met online several years back. Ran a scam on his ass. Pretended to be a wife, pretended to be married to him. blackmailing him one way or another. Every month he had to keep sending money to her just to shut her up. Finds her on Facebook, they get a Facebook chat originally. Talk with each other. He thinks he falls in love, invites her over here. She's on GR in Cleveland, Ohio. She needs money to come out here. I'm going to school. I used whatever monies I had to get her a plane ticket over here just to satisfy my brother. Next thing we know, she's in Nigeria. Stuck because she's there to take care of her father's estates. Promised a hell of a lot of money to us. But if we did a few things, my brother taught me better than that. He knew better than that. He still got some. And all the while we're suffering, going through food banks and donations left and right to stay alive. Food stamps. In that process of 5 years, he's dying. He's losing hope. I'm getting more and more pissed off because I don't know how to help him. How to help him in this shit. There seems to be no fucking way. That wasn't bad enough. He had to deal with the damn loan shark that kept draining him dry, making him borrow more and more with more expensive interest rates. Talking about honesty, this is honesty. Son of a bitch loan shark still lives in the area. Hardly ever says hi to me anymore. You know I don't like it, son of a bitch. I still don't hate his ass. My brother considered him a friend because he was saving our ass. He said, no, Dave, he's sucking our ass out here. We have to be better than that. We have to be better than that because we had a vampire sucking us dry. He passes away in February because of the damn stroke shit that happened. It was in the fall of 2018. It was in the fall. He passes away on the 8th of September. I'm always getting my mother's and my brother's dates confused because my memory's so screwed up because of the damn depression and not to mention grief that still screwed me over left and right. I lose my world. I lose everything. Fight like hell trying to keep the roof over the head. Fight frickin' bed bugs in an apartment complex. And then have the damn thing get nuked with a lot of heat. And still dealing with a frickin' vampire. All the while trying to not break down all the fucking time because of that damn pain. Because all the damn grief and anger and frustration and rage and fear and everything else going at the same time. No coverage for medical. No doctor to go to say, I need help, I can't deal with this shit. No fucking therapy group, except online saying, we understand how you feel. I'm yelling at the damn screen of a cell phone at this point over here saying, you don't know how I feel. You have no fucking clue of the pain, of the loss, of the grief, of everything being upwelled, chucked out of me, where I can't even function. I can't even think straight. I can't even remember shit. You don't think I felt? You don't think I'm normal at this point over here? I'm supposed to maintain Want a nice healthy face for you folks? Sometimes I couldn't even stand the state of my own damn friends out there. Even some of the people that keep trying to visit me and say, how are you doing this morning over here? I feel like telling you, well, give me a fucking baseball bat and let me show you, asshole. Thank you very much for caring to stick your head over here so I can beat the shit out of you. That's how much pain and anger I am. And I do use that tense am still, currently. 2018, I've lost. It's like yesterday. I had triggers constantly during that time. In the first several months of the grief process kicking in. I read a lot of shit about the grief. I read too much shit about the damn grief. I read people's comments concerning about how they're doing things and all the other nice cutesy shit that I've seen on social media concerning about grief. I'm sitting my ass in front of a television, a love seat, watching my world go by. Unable to deal with it, fucking fighting with damn bugs until I can get my apartment cooked in about February of 2019. Already signed paperwork, not this place. And then keep hearing and keep saying the damn messages from this damn vampire is still bitching and griping about how bad she's having it in Nigeria. She wants more money. She wants to be over here. She's pouring her heart and soul out, and she wants to be loyal, absolutely faithful. And I feel like a damn knife, or worse than that, a collection of them just digging into me left and right. All the while, I keep seeing different triggers left and right, putting me through an emotional bender at this point over here. Then a nice little cockamamie scheme she keeps coming up to get money to her one way or another. I can't even do that. I get disabled a long time ago because of a damn job accident. I can't fucking work again. I already had enough emotional traumas and physical issues going on with me at the time that I had barely qualified for disability. So I'm still able to have a roof over the head. And it's not easy waking up with an aching back half the time, or waking up with nightmares and not even sleeping half the time. And if I am sleeping, I'm sleeping during the daytime, not nighttime. What, 6 to 8 hours? I get 2, maybe 3 if I'm lucky. 2 or 3 hours. Maybe 1 hour. It gets even worse. We want money, we want you to do this, we want you to do that, we want you to do this, we want you to do that. I had to talk to a friend of mine. And my friend of mine told me that this person you can't deal with, you shouldn't have dealt with in the first place. Just drop kick her ass. First I got the negative comments, after that, then silence. Helps when you block every damn form of communication that you have. Bet you for this, she knows where my address is and know how to write me, but she never did. So now I'm trying to concentrate in college that I've been undergoing as well for the past 5 years. Even while my brother was being cared for, I only took 2 classes at a time so I could study and also take care of him full time. And when he passed away, I didn't want to go back to college ever. But I went back 2019. I went back in the spring, and I went back in the fall. And I'm still taking another course again. Because I don't want to screw that up. I made a promise to him a long time ago before he passed away, telling me, John, I don't care what happens to me. You continue. You continue, and you graduate. It's been hard as hell doing that. But I've been working on it. All the while trying to fight back the damn triggers. It could be music. It could be some scene on television. It can almost practically be anything at that point. It damn near crippled me. Every single time. This morning, I'm listening to music. I'm seeing something that's triggering me. And it stayed in my head, and then just, try to cry it out and just pray about it and fight it out. I see something on YouTube concerning about Beauty and the Beast. One of my mother's favorite films. My brother's too. The music sticks with you too. On YouTube, they had Tokyo Disney having a ride called Beauty and the Beast. Magnificent. It tore my ass apart. It literally tore my ass apart. And I wanted to rip out my damn heart so damn badly, it hurt. I couldn't deal and I couldn't function. I couldn't cope, I couldn't focus. It's like those times you just want to hide like crazy. And I can't even look at myself in the eye of the damn camera at this point over here because I'm hurting so much. I can't even see myself like this. I don't care. I really don't give a shit at this point. I want to kill myself so damn badly, it's not even funny. I made a promise to my family I wouldn't do it. I'd continue with the schooling. I screwed up 30 plus years ago and not going to college. Wasted 2.5 years, and I owe Mom more than that. More than that, I wasted a hell of a lot of time, and I should have been in college and doing shit, and I didn't. I owe myself that. 30 plus years of kicking myself in the fucking ass, going over to a few trade schools just to learn something to eke out a living. Keep the family alive. I didn't leave home. I didn't have a relationship. I didn't have anything. I had my mother and I had my brother. My brother would be going out sometimes having relationships. I didn't. I stayed at home. Safety, security. The two major things of an insecure, emotional, immature son of a bitch. And that's hard to sell for me to even say that on here. So imagine seeing your life wasted. More ways than one. Could have had a life, could have had a marriage, could have had family, could have had something. My mother could have had grandkids, and I didn't do that. I was so damn scared of life. I was scared of what was going on around. I had a hell of a lot of shit happening in my life that made me a total basket case. The doctors couldn't even figure that shit out or didn't even know it. They weren't even paying attention. I could have killed myself many ways, and they didn't even pay attention to that either. As a teenager, they gave me a wonder drug, Accutane. Roche Laboratories packaged a damn cancer drug as acne fighter. Before I knew it, I'm thinking about killing myself and killing people at the same time. And I had to stay away from the damn drug because my mother found out what kind of bad effects was going on. Talked to my doctor about it. And I'll tell you decades later that I found out the damn thing killed people. I'm not quite sure if I still got that shit still in my head or not. So I'm leery now of doctors and their damn medications. They think they're going to control this and control that. I'm like, fuck that shit. I have more fear and more disrespect for white lab coat syndrome schmucks out there than anything else. And bitch of it is I need their help. It took me 5 years to open up to a damn therapist of what the hell was going on inside of me and my damn head. Of course, you had 30 minutes a session, and almost every fucking 2 weeks, and I made it stretched out longer than that. 3 or 4 times a year instead of every 2 weeks. Still felt uncomfortable about the damn thing. Every time there was an anniversary regarding my mother's death, I had gone. Lose the insurance and fight like hell. So every day since losing my brother, I fight like hell just to stay alive. I'm no fucking survivor. I'm no fucking Superman. I'm one screwed up human being that's damn close to killing himself because I can't stand the pain anymore. And I don't want to kill myself either. You don't think I long for a damn baseball bat that beat the shit out of me with it? You don't think I don't understand your pain and your anguish and your fears? You don't think that this is easy for me to do? You're probably expecting the general expression of, can't thank yourself. You know what? No way in hell. Because I'm not about to do that. I'm not about to do that. Yeah, I hurt. Yeah, at times I wake up in pain and I can't deal with it. I don't know what the hell keeps me going. But one thing I know, I don't even want to bring dishonor or disrespect to my family or to God at this point over here. I have to endure that damn shit. I have to go through this damn crap. I'm not a fucking martyr, I'm a nut job. I don't want the fucking pills or the damn needles. I want to live. I want to live so damn badly it hurts. But I miss my family a hell of a lot, and that's almost just as bad. Because when I'm in conflict like this with a hell of a lot of pain, a lot of anger, a lot of grief, and just I don't even understand that frustration, that anger. Or maybe you do. Maybe you do, and you think this is a fucking act. And see how you go through this damn shit. And see how you walk through my goddamn shoes. I'm probably walking through yours right now. You know the pain. You know the frustration. You know the anger. You know the rage. You know the confusion, and you know that you're losing your memory left and right, and you're losing everything else that matters to you left and right. You don't think I know this. You don't think I haven't walked through this. I've walked. I've seen too many people out there walked it. I had friends and family of mine. Had. Dead. Runs in the family. One way or another, it runs in the family. It's coming for me. I have to fucking draw the line, damn it. I have to fucking draw this line right now. Not one fucking inch. Not one fucking micrometer. This line or no further. I yearn to wake up in the morning and not feel like I'm killing myself. I yearn for the time I can actually look at myself in the face and in the mirror, and I can actually smile at my face and make laughter and jokes. Sometimes I can't even do that anymore because I can't even stand my own damn mug because I've seen the pain too much. It's bad enough I keep seeing this. Behind me is ashes. A family. A family. On my wall. Dave and Moss will smile at me. This isn't easy. This is reality. I fight. Because, damn it, I want to fucking live. I'm not gonna let some son of a bitch in my fucking head tells me that I'm no damn good. I'm gonna die and fuck it all. Give me a fucking baseball bat. I'll have words. I'm angry. I'm angry because I'm in the situation here. They say it's one of the stages of grief. I'm angry at a hell of a lot of things at this time because it's a lot of things out of my control, and the problem is we all like control because we like to feel we're empowered. And there's a lot of shit that's out of my range and my grasp, my own power, that I have to struggle with. It's not that easy. I wanted so much of my life. My career one way or another. Writing, published it. As good as Asimov, Bradbury, Clark, Roddenberry, my idols, my heroes. Terry Brooks included. Another friend of mine, sharer of benefits, also a hero. And I have struggled so damn hard. I have struggled so damn hard. I should have died a long time ago when I was on that operating table, but something wanted me alive. My brother wrote a letter to the doctor. The doctor showed it to my mother. Please, doctor, don't let my brother die. We still have a letter. I still have a letter here. I still have that letter. It made my brother cry, actually. He saw it for decades afterwards. He didn't realize Ma carried it. He kept it all that time. It broke him down. It broke me down. Because to show the depth of love of a older brother looking at his 4-year-old sibling, his younger kid brother, his baby brother, going through hell. And he didn't want me to die. You can't say that that isn't love. You can't. No one can. I miss him a great deal. I miss my mother a great deal. Brothers may not have it special. Bond. The only brothers can share it. I know brothers can like to kick each other's ass because they got this rivalry. Yeah, we did have the rivalry, but we didn't kill each other. We didn't go after each other all that often. When Ma died, we had to stick with each other tighter than tighter. We We had to hold on for our own sanities. And I can't describe it. I can't describe it. Because it's like losing a partner. It's like losing a partner. I wasn't married to the guy. And I'd give my life for him. I shed a hell of a lot of blood for him, and he did for me too. I wasn't a vet. I could have never been a vet, but I served a vet. I served my family. I hope I served God even better. And it hurts like hell when people are probably being discouraged about their own damn relatives. But until you lose them, the one special person in your life that you've mattered most to, and they mattered to you the most. And when you lose them, then you can talk to me about it. Then you can talk to me about it. This used to be my brother's favorite spot here. I'd sit across the ways and look at him while he'd sit and watch. He always had his back to the wall, so you can see what's coming at him. That's the same thing. I don't sit in an apartment, I sit in a mausoleum. I sit in a mortuary. I don't have hope. I have memories. What's the difference? You gotta fight for life, you're supposed to have some kind of hope. Not fighting for the past. You have to fight for the future. I'm 54 years old. What future? Most of my life was with my brother. And I missed him crap out of him. And it's hard as hell for me to deal with that. Under any circumstance. This hasn't been easy for me to say this, and this hasn't been easy for me to talk about this because I really say it in this motion, in this depth. But yeah, I understand what makes a person want to commit suicide. I know a lot of people have posted numbers concerning about the National Suicide Hotline. And the hardest damn thing is that the people have a problem. They can't even talk to the suicide hotline because they're so damn embarrassed about it. I don't blame them. This hasn't been the damn easiest thing for me to do. Put this damn thing on the air. Because hardly anybody else would care about it. But it is necessary that I had to do this. This was necessary for me to convey this. I know that COVID-19 has driven people crazy, almost to the point of insanity. You don't have to talk to me about that one. I already know it. But when you're already going through a hell of a lot of pain at this point over here, just come on, there isn't much to talk about that one, is there? So Sorry about the writing. I just hope you can read this. 1-800-273-8255. If you can't get a family member, if you can't get a friend, call them. Hell, write to me. I write back. I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you and we go over it. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a counselor. I'm not anybody. I'm a guy who's gone through a hell of a lot of shit in my life. That doesn't mean I don't know what the damn path is, because I've walked it. I came damn close to suicide anyway. Remember I was telling you about that murderous feeling I had towards workers? How it ended me up in Alcoholics Anonymous? You try wearing a camouflage outfit over to a job that only needs suit and ties, or at least polo shirts. What does that tell you? Or digging up a handgun that my brother owned and putting it into my backpack. And without me knowing about it, before we leave for going to work, he takes the gun out of the damn backpack. It deprives me of something that's going to be killing people, and then myself. Tell me I don't know.